Hello, my dear student. Welcome to the subject name in industrial relation and the labor law. Today, we are going to study the topic name is causes of the industrial conflict, or you can say the industrial dispute. This is the seventh topic in your unit one. Moving toward the next slide, that is a references part. Now today talking about the causes of the industrial conflict or you can say the industrial dispute. क्या कारण होते हैं industrial dispute और conflict के किसी भी industries में? What are the reason behind the industrial dispute? The question is arises and you know that even a small reason or smallest reason can contribute to the rising of the conflict in an organization, or you can say the small reason can be a reasons of the industrial conflict in a industry. So it depend upon the respondent on the you can the parties how much the reason impacted them, and if the reason is that much specific to the respondent, then it causes to the more conflict, or you can see the basic reason of causes of industrial conflict or conflict, or you can say the industrial dispute in an industry. So there are the n number of reasons that lead to the industrial conflict, or you can say the industrial disputes. We will study in this topic or in this video one by one. The first one is started with the first one, that is the economic causes. दो आर्थिक कारण बोलते हैं जिसको बेसिकली दिस कॉमन दिस इज अ रीजन यू कैन से द अल्टीमेट एज यू नो दैट अल्टीमेट एम ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय इज टू अर्न देयर लिविंग. किसी भी एम्प्लॉयज का जो मेन अल्टीमेट एम होता है वो होता है लिविंग का एंड टू मीट अप द इकोनॉमिक एंड्स. तो वो अपनी इकोनॉमिक नीड्स को फुलफिल करना चाहता है, तो एम्प्लॉयज का यही मेन मोटिव होता है. देन this is the reason of their working in the company. And this you can say that what is the reason and purpose of the business or the employer reason is to generating the profit. So therefore we can say that if the employees and employee both their needs are different as per their individuality, you can say the employees need is to fulfill their economic needs as well as their living needs, and the businessman or the employer has a different kinds of need. They focus on the generating profit. So both needs should, when the both need are not unfulfilled, then this kind of an industrial dispute or industrial conflict arises. It means we can say that if the on the non-fulfillment of the needs of the employees and employer, industrial dispute can take place between the management and the labor. So we can say that the economic reason is the basic reason, which is the main causes of the industrial conflict in most of the industries. So let's suppose take an example like higher the wages, increasing the profit, bonus allowances, replacing machineries, improving working condition, duration, and other necessary facilities is a reasons of economic causes of the industrial conflict. Now moving toward the next causes, that is the managerial causes, or you can say the administrative causes. The lack of the administrative support and attention towards the labor leads to an industrial dispute. You can say that whenever the management or the administration of the company, or you can say the employer, are not supporting and giving attention to the employees in the industry, and this lead to an industrial dispute. This is the one of the reason where the this leads to the industrial conflict and industrial kind of situation. Now there are some n number of managerial causes that is the main basic reason of industrial dispute. That first one is in retrenchment of the layoff of the worker without any reason. Retrenchment का means हुआ termination of the employees. Whenever the employees are terminating from their job permanently, this is retrenchment. And layoff means when the employees is terminated from their services, but this termination is basically of short term. So layoff and retrenchment is basically done of the worker without any reasons. When the company resorted the retrenchment and layoff process of the worker, वो worker को terminate कर देती है without giving any reason, and this is the main reasons of conflict that arises in the company. तो ये reason बन जाता है जिस वजह से एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की वजह से क्या होता है कि प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट हो जाती है और कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अराइजेस होते हैं बिटवीन द मैनेजमेंट एंड द वर्कर. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज द इनएफिशिएंसी ऑफ द मैनेजमेंट to initiate the leadership in the organization. Inefficiency of management means the administration is not taking an initiative in regards to their leaderships. So they are not leading in a proper manner, or the management is not take initiative in a leadership process, and this lack of leadership in the organization leads to a industrial conflict in the company. Now moving toward the next point, that is a poorly built, dissatisfying recruitment policy and practice. This is one of the reasons that employees are not satisfied in the company, and this is the basic reason which is cause of the industrial conflict. That employees are not satisfied with the recruitment policy and the practices of the company, and if they are dissatisfied with the recruitment process, they don't know about the what the process of their recruitment and why the other person is recruiting in a or recruiting, and the internal person is not getting promotion. So this is the main basic policy is made by the एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. तो उस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन की पुअरली प्रॉपरली मेंटेन तरीके से काम ना करने के कारण तो एम्प्लॉइज होते हैं गेट डिससेटिस्फाई, एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द रीजन दैट मेन causes of the industrial conflict. Now moving toward the next part, that is the employer does not comply with the agreement and codes such as the code of discipline and collective bargaining. And this is also a reason that employer do not work with the agreement and code of the discipline and the collective bargaining. एम्प्लॉयर्स जो होते हैं, जो कंपनी के मालिक होते हैं, वो अपने कोड ऑफ डिसिप्लिन मीन्स एज पर द डिसिप्लिन ऑर्डर एंड रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन, कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग के जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन होते हैं उसके हिसाब से काम नहीं करते हैं, उनके कोड्स को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं, एंड एम्प्लॉइज इज नॉट फॉलोइंग द collective bargaining and the code of disciplines, then this is the main reasons of the you can say the reasons of conflict that arises between the employees. So employees get disappointed by the employer behavior. So this is another reasons of industrial conflict. Now moving toward the next part, that is management does not acknowledge the trade union as a representative of the trade union. This is the one of the things that employees get disappointed, and this is the main reasons of their conflict, that the management is not ready to accept the role of the trade union, and they're not giving the proper representation, or you can say that not giving a value to the trade union in a company. So the main reason is that they does not acknowledge the trade union and not giving the importance or the importance to the trade union in an organization. And due to this the employees get disappointed, and their problems are not resorted easily, because the trade union is the representative of the um, employees, and the trade union is on the behalf of their employees put their problems in front of the management. And when the management does not acknowledge the trade union or not giving the importance to the trade union, in that case the employees not able to put their problem in front of management, and this is the main reasons of conflict that arises between the employees and employer, and this is the main reason of the industrial conflict or industrial dispute. So this is the main reasons of the managerial causes that give rise to the industrial conflict. And the third one is the government machineries. The another reasons, or you can say the causes of the industrial conflict or industrial dispute, that are government machineries. You can say that the government machinery means it not related to the employer or employer, it related to the external forces, that is a government, or you can say the government policy, rules and regulation also impact the businesses. So you can say that not successful in implementing the labor law, when the government machinery or the government authority is not able to implement the labor laws successfully in a company, that give rise to condition of industrial conflict in a company. And the another reason is that inability of the conciliation machinery to do its job, and consequently implies a management loss of confidence in that. You can say that then when the government जो machineries होती है, when they are not performing their conciliation machineries, when they are not able to perform their task in conciliation machinery में they're not able to perform their task appropriate manner, or not able to do their job. So this the reasons of employees and management lost confidence in the government machinery or the government processor, and it is give rise to the industrial conflict situation. Now moving toward the next point, that is the irrelevance of the certain provision of the labor law. As you know that there are the certain provision of the labor laws, and this labor law is not appropriate to the employees, and due to the irrelevance of the provision of the labor law give rise to the conflict among the employees. And this labor law is also playing an inadequate role in a context of the challenging situation of the industrial present scenario. You can say the demand of the industrial climate in a present scenario is very challenging, and in order to challenge that, in order to equip in order to resolve that challenges, or in order to face that challenges of the present industrial climate, the labor law should be made as should be adequate, or you can say the should be made as per the challenges of the present scenario. So but the due to the irrelevance of the provision of the labor law, or you can say the inadequate rules, the today challenges are not able to resolve. So this kind of situation is arises where the conflict is created. So we can say that due to the inappropriate, or you can say the inadequate rule of the labor law, or the irrelevance of the provision of the labor law, give rise to the industrial conflict, and this is the main reason of the government machinery. So moving toward the next point, that is the voluntary arbitration. Voluntary arbitration is what the word arbitration refer to the settlement of any dispute mutually with the help of the arbitrator. As you know that whenever the any conflict arises in the company between the employees and employer, their problems is resolved through the arbitrator. An arbitrator is the person who is resolving the dispute between the employees and employer. Whenever the settlement of any dispute between the between the employees and employer is resolved by the arbitrator, this is the voluntary arbitration process. So voluntary arbitration, they are the third party that involved in a settlement process. You can see that any dispute that is settled with the third party involvement. So we can say that this whenever this arbitration process, or you can say this arbitration process is basically main work to resolve the issue between the employees and employee. And the arbitrator, what the arbitrator do, arbitrator basically dissolve the dispute between the employees and employees. So whenever the decision can the decision of the, you can say the voluntary arbitration में क्या होता है, जो थर्ड पार्टी इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है रिजॉल्व डिस्प्यूट सेटलमेंट में, उनका जो डिसीजन होता है वो बायस्ड हो जाता है, अनएक्सेप्टेबल बाय द अदर ऑफ द पार्टीज, विच कैन रिजल्ट इन द फर्दर कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. और जब भी आर्बिट्रेशन प्रोसेस में कहते हैं म्यूचुअली मिलकर डिसीजन लिया जाता है, थर्ड पार्टी को इन्वॉल्व किया जाता है, एंड व्हेन द थर्ड पार्टी इज इन्वॉल्व एंड देयर कैन बी केसेस दैट बायसनेस और द दोनों पार्टी म्यूचुअली इस चीज को जब एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाती है, तो एक अलग सा कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, देन अनदर काइंड ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट arises. So we can say that the voluntary arbitration is also reason of industrial conflict. उसमें भी यहाँ एक प्रॉब्लम्स हो जाती हैं, and then also give rise to industrial conflict. Now the moving toward the wage board, this is also reason causes of the industrial conflict, that is the Indian government has set up the wage board. As you know that the Indian government is set up the wage board for the industry for determine the suitable wages for the workmen. And in order to determine the wages of the worker, the government has made us some kind of a wages board that determine the wage for the worker. And this kind of a wage board is when the workmen are dissatisfied with their remuneration, and they rise to the condition of industrial dispute. And this wage board is when the worker is not satisfied with the wage board performance, or you can say their remuneration process or the salary process, they are not satisfied with their wage board functioning, then this another kind of dispute arises in the industry. So this is another reasons of industrial conflict and due to the wage board. Now this is the last point, that is a joint management council. You can say the government created a joint management council. एक joint management council होती है जो government बनाती है, which is consist of equal representative of the both party to deal with the worker problems. वहाँ पर दोनों पार्टीज मीन्स दोनों के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव, वर्कर के रिप्रेजेंटिंग ट्रेड यूनियन एंड द एम्प्लॉयर्स के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव मीन्स मैनेजमेंट दोनों पार्टीज के जो भी ट्रेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होते हैं वो इन्वॉल्व होते हैं वर्कर की प्रॉब्लम्स को रिजॉल्व करने के लिए, बट आर्यावर्त फेल ड्यू टू द लैक ऑफ एफिशिएंसी एंड प्रोग्रेस। तो जॉइंट मैनेजमेंट कंपनी में जब भी क्या होता है कि जब भी कोई भी प्रॉब्लम्स अराइजेस होती है तो जॉइंट मैनेजमेंट काउंसिल के थ्रू, गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू, बेसिकली दिस जॉइंट मैनेजमेंट काउंसिल इज बेसिकली मेड बाय द और क्रिएटेड बाय द गवर्नमेंट, and in this management council the equal number of parties are involved in order to resolve the worker problem, but due to the lack of the efficiency and the progress of the joint management council का जितना ज़्यादा efficiency नहीं है, सो दैट जब उनका वर्क होता है वो ज़्यादा अच्छे से सेटिस्फाई नहीं होता है, वर्कर की प्रॉब्लम्स रिजॉल्व नहीं हो पाती, एंड दिस इज गिव राइज टू द अनदर काइंड ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल डिस्प्यूट इन इंडस्ट्री। तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द कॉजेज ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रियल डिस्प्यूट्स, and today we are going to done only our causes. In the next video we will do what is the main effect of the industrial conflict, or you can say the outcome the industrial conflict. So this is okay, then bye.